Hello, and thank you for joining me today for a recording of our live Slow Hatha Flow class from InsightTimer. If you would like to join us for one of our live sessions, you can find the links to our profiles on InsightTimer in the description below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and enable notifications for this channel to stay informed about future events, offerings, and other live sessions. This class is available for all levels, and a reminder that this is your practice, so do what feels good in your body. Namaste. We're going to get started in a comfortable seat. So any comfortable seat for you. If you like, you can bring some support underneath your hips, a bolster and a blocks. We're going to be in a seat for a little bit of time. So try and find a space where your hips can be the same height or above your knees. Typically helps the hip creases release a little bit of pressure on everything that's flowing through there. Find some space to feel comfortable, a place where your spine can lift tall, your shoulders can release. Beginning to find a place where you can breathe. And once you're there, allowing your breath to flow and allowing your awareness to follow your breath. Beginning to notice where in your body your breath is moving. Noticing any resistance or hesitation within your breath. And taking one deep, clearing breath, a full deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Allowing a slow, steady breath to find you here. Full deep breaths in and out. Allowing your awareness to move to the ground beneath your hips. The air as it touches your skin. And noticing this breath. Full deep breath in. And out. Beginning to notice any thoughts that might have joined you on your mat this morning. And taking a moment to acknowledge that they are there without engaging. Allowing them to finish what they need to before moving off. And taking one more deep breath, a full breath in. And a big sigh out. Your next inhale, letting your arms sweep overhead to reach tall. Interlacing your fingers and flipping your palms up towards the ceiling. And either keeping your hands interlaced or releasing your fingers tall, taking another deep breath in to find length. As you exhale, side bending over towards the right. Letting your left arm reach overhead. Chest rolling open, your outer left hip drawing down towards your mat. One more breath here. Deep breath in and out. You inhale, coming back through center to reach tall. As you exhale, finding your side bend towards the other side. Left hand down beside you, right arm reaching overhead. Chest rolling open, your outer right hip drawing down. Taking one more breath here. Deep breath in and out. You inhale, coming back through center to reach tall. Releasing your hands behind your lower back, about a foot or so. Fingers can be anywhere, any way that feels good for you. And taking a nice big shoulder roll. Shoulder blades towards each other, down your back, and allowing your chest to begin to lift up. Taking your head and neck wherever feels comfortable for you. Maybe gazing forward, maybe gazing up. Maybe your chin lifting up towards the ceiling. One more breath, a deep breath in and out. Gently to release your shoulders. Coming through center, we're going to find a seated forward fold. If you want to switch up the cross of your legs or shift your hips in any way, you're welcome to do so here. And walking your arms out long in front of you. Finding length through your spine, your hips still pressing down onto your mat. And then wherever you end up, allowing your body to relax and let go. Arms and shoulders to release. Head and neck to feel heavy. That's our puppy howling in the other room for his mama. Taking one more breath here. Breath in and out. As you inhale, slowly coming back. You're going to find your way into your table on your hands and your knees. You rock over your shins or swing your feet around to the side. You find yourself in your tabletop, taking any movement or motion that might feel good. Maybe some hip sways from side to side, some circles of your hips around your knees, maybe a cat-cow. Just taking a moment to explore your hips, your spine, your shoulders. And then we're going to make your way into your downward facing dog, curling your toes and pressing your hips up and back. You can continue your little movements, maybe finding a pedal of your feet, bending one knee and then the other. And eventually finding some stillness. Stillness in your body. Slow, steady breath. Taking one more breath here, a full deep breath in and out. As you inhale, rising high into your toes and walking your feet towards your hands. Maybe your hands back towards your feet, finding a gentle forward fold. Soft bend to your knees, head and neck to release. You can shake your head yes and no. You can shake your head maybe. And taking a slightly deeper bend into your knees. And slowly rolling up to stand. Big shoulder roll at the top. Be a few more revolutions. And that full range of motion in your shoulder joints. Eventually finding your mountain pose, your Tadasana, standing at the top of your mat. Feet can be together about hip width apart. Standing as tall as you can. And once more, beginning to notice your breath. Full deep breaths in. And down. Your next inhale, sweeping your arms overhead to reach tall. As you exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. And pausing here for a breath, a full deep breath in. And out. And do one more just like that. Inhale, arms sweeping overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall, rising tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. And pausing for another breath, a deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale to fold, and we're going to pause here in your active fold. You can take any bind that might feel good for today. Maybe your big toes with your peace fingers, taking hold of your thighs, your legs, or anything else that feels good for you. Wherever you end up, thinking about drawing the crown of your head towards the ground and your hips up towards the ceiling. And taking one more breath here, deep breath in and out. Gently releasing any binds that you might have. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale to fold. A deep bend into your knees. As you inhale, rolling up to stand once more. Taking a big shoulder roll. We're going to move through the classical sun salutations. No rush. Go one leg at a time. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reach tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. As you exhale, we're going to step your right foot back into a low lunge. Right foot steps back down onto your right knee. Taking a deep breath in, either rising to your knee, maybe your arms overhead. As you exhale, letting your hands come down to your mat, stepping your left foot back into your plank, taking a full deep breath in here. As you exhale, your chaturanga or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Taking a few moments to breathe and to feel your body. And stepping your left foot forward, coming back into your low lunge for a moment. Right knee coming down, inhale, allowing your chest to lift. As you exhale, releasing your hands and stepping your right foot to meet your left top of your mat. As you inhale, coming to your half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweeping your arms overhead to reach tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. We're going to do that, but on the other side now. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. As you exhale, grounding your palms, left foot steps back, or whatever leg you didn't do the first time. Coming onto your knee. As you inhale, allowing your chest to lift tall. Exhale, stepping back into your plank, right knee or foot steps back. Full deep breath in here. Exhale your chaturanga or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Slow, deep breaths in and out. And stepping your right foot forward, coming back to your low lunge, left knee down. As you inhale, allowing your chest to lift tall. As you exhale, letting your hands release, left foot stepping to meet your right. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. And pausing for a breath here. Deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale, stepping back into your plank, top of your push-up. Taking a full deep breath in here. Exhale your knees, chest, chin, or your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. You're going to come into your low lunge with your left foot forward. And step your left foot forward here, right knee coming onto your mat. And we're going to pause here for a few moments. So if you want your blocks, bring your blocks underneath your palms, maybe allowing your chest to lift a little bit taller. But wherever you end up, allowing your hips to draw forward and down. Taking one more full breath here, a deep breath in and out. Letting your hands come down to frame your left foot. You're going to move into your half splits, letting your hips begin to shift up and back. Thinking about the right hip right above the right knee. Maybe your left foot scoots a little more forward if you need it to. Taking a breath in to find your length. And a breath out to find your fold. You can have a straight leg or a bent knee on this left side. However it feels best to work into the whole back side of the leg. Taking one more breath here, deep breath in and out. And bending back into that front knee, coming back into your low lunge. Then we're going to step your left foot, your left knee back to meet your right into your table. And taking any movement or motion that might feel good here. So maybe some hip sways or some circles. Maybe even a child's pose, hips towards your heels. We're going to find your downward facing dog once more. Hips drawing up and back, chest drawing towards your thighs. And we're going to find your low lunge over on the other side. That right foot stepping forward, left knee coming down onto your mat. Hips drawing forward and down. If you use your blocks on the other side, welcome to grab them here. And finding that perfect spot for this side of your body. This side's probably going to feel a whole lot different than the other side. Find that perfect spot for here. Allowing your hips to draw forward and down. Slow, steady breaths in and out. Taking one more breath, a deep breath in and out. Letting your hands come down to frame your right foot. Finding your half splits on this side. Hip shifting up and back. And thinking about the left hip above the left knee. Maybe that right foot scoots forward if you need it to. Straight leg or your bent knee, taking a deep breath in to find your length. And a breath out to find your fold. Taking one more full breath here, a deep breath in and out. As you inhale, bending back into your front knee, coming to your low lunge once more, just to pass through. And stepping your right knee back to meet your left. Taking any movements or motions you need here on your table. And then moving back into your downward facing dog. Once more. Maybe another little pedal of your feet. Staying right here, we're going to go through a vinyasa just one time. As you inhale, waving forward into your plank. Exhale, lowering your chaturanga or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale your upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. And slowly lowering down onto your knees. We're going to come up to stand on your knees. Going to come through a camel. So if you need any padding under your knees or you can fold your mat doubled, give a little bit of support. Going to do a couple rounds here. So initially allowing your hands to come towards your lower back. You're going to find a little bit of a tilt of your hips, that posterior tilt. The tailbone starting to draw down. Finding that tilt and then allowing your hips to begin to press forward. Stay right here, maybe a big shoulder roll. Chest, heart space to lift up. Maybe a slight lean back, tilt back. Wherever you end up, still allowing your hips to press forward. One more breath here. Breath in. And out. As you inhale, slowly rising up. And finding a space where your hips and low back can relax. That can be sitting onto your heels, maybe in a tabletop, or any place that feels good where you can release. We're going to do one more round after this. I'm going to give the option to move a little bit deeper. So when you're ready, coming back up to stand on your knees. Allowing your hands to come towards your lower back. We're going to find that tilt of your hips once more. Hips pressing forward. Chest lifting and opening. You're welcome to stay right here. Finding that space. Hips pressing forward. Chest to lift. If you want to work a little bit deeper, you're welcome to reach your hands back towards your heels. Just being mindful where you are today. If you get there and you realize that maybe today's not the day for it, you can always bring your hands back towards your hips and work into that space that's perfect for you. One more breath here. Deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, coming back up through center. And then finding that neutral space for your spine. Maybe sitting onto your heels, your tabletop. Give yourself a moment for your spine to readjust to where it is before we move into our child's pose. When you're ready to get there, your knees can be together or a little bit wider apart, letting your arms start to walk out long in front of you. Head and neck to release down. Allowing your body a moment to release. To let go of anything that might be holding on to still. Stay here as long as you'd like. When you're ready, we're going to find your way into a seat. You're welcome to get there however feels good. And initially letting your feet come about mat width on your mat. Nice bend to your knees and find a little windshield wiper side to side. Find that full range of motion in your hip joints. We're going to move into your bound angle, your Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. Your heels as close towards your hips as feels okay, and your hips and knees and ankles. Taking a deep breath in, allowing your spine to lift tall. And think about pressing your knees out and down. The idea of like a reverse thigh master. Instead of pressing in, you're pressing out. If it feels okay for you, you can start to open up your feet like a book. Staying right here, maybe a light lean forward. Maybe a fold forward. But wherever you end up, allowing your legs to stay active and strong. Knees pressing out and down. One more breath here. A deep breath in and out. As you inhale, slowly rising back up and letting your feet scoot a little bit further out in front of you. A nice diamond shape, so about the same distance from heels to groin as from knee to knee. Taking another deep breath in to find your length. A breath out to fold. Imagining your forehead is coming to rest on the soles of your feet. If you have any discomfort in your knees or your hips, you can always bring blocks underneath your knees if you need some support. Taking one more full breath here, deep breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back up, letting your legs extend out all the way long in front of you. We're going to come to our seated forward fold, our Paschimottanasana. Your feet can be together, about hip width, or a little bit wider, however feels good for you. Straight leg or bent knee. If you have tighter hamstrings, a bent knee feels good. I have tight hamstrings, it feels good for me. So taking a deep breath in to find your length, and a breath out to find your fold. And taking one more breath here, a full deep breath in and out. As you inhale, slowly rising back up. We're going to come to one final posture before we move on to your backs. We're going to come into a double pigeon. There's a bunch of different variations that we can work with here. So if coming to a full double pigeon, this is shins parallel towards the top of your mat. Let's do the right leg on top first. Right leg on top, maybe the ankle above the knee. If this doesn't feel good or doesn't feel accessible, you can come into a cross-legged easy seat. If you need some support, you can always bring your bolster or a block underneath your hips. Or even have that foot out in front of you. If sitting here feels okay and you want to work a little bit more, but bringing the foot on the leg doesn't feel quite right, you can always bring that foot onto a block or bolster out in front of you. Finding that perfect space wherever feels okay for you. And wherever it is, taking that breath in and beginning to find a light lean forward. You can stay here, maybe a little bit longer out, maybe a slight fold forward. Taking one more breath here, a deep breath in and out. As you inhale, slowly rising back up and releasing both legs out long in front of you. Shake out your knees or windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Any counter movement you need to release into your hips. Then when you're ready, we're going to do the other side. So the left leg on top. If you were in your cross-legged easy seat, just thinking about switching up the cross of your legs. So taking your time to find that perfect space for this side of your body, for this hip. And once you're there, finding a nice tall spine, nice deep breath in and out. And staying right here, maybe finding that fold forward on this side. And if your body is telling you to be in a slightly different place, this side versus the other, allow your body to dictate how deep you move. We don't always have to be perfectly even left to right. Working wherever is perfect for now. Taking one more full breath here, deep breath in and out. As you inhale, slowly rising back up. Letting your legs extend out long in front of you. Shake out your knees, hips, ankles. And then we're going to slowly roll onto your back. Allowing your knees to hug into your chest. Giving yourself a nice big squeeze. Maybe finding a rock side to side or some circles with your knees around your hips, together or independently. You can stay right here. We're going to move into your happy baby. Letting your knees draw towards your armpits, your feet up towards the ceiling. You can take a hold of behind your thighs, maybe your ankles, maybe your feet. But wherever you end up, allowing your shoulders to relax down onto your mat. And taking one more breath here, a deep breath in and out. Let your knees come back into your chest. Moving into our reclined twist. You can bring your knees over towards the left side of your body. You can take any variation of a twist here that might feel good for you. Knees stacked, maybe one leg extended out long. But wherever you end up, allowing your body to find a space where you can release just a little bit. And taking one deep clearing breath, a full deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Taking one more breath here, a deep breath in and out. Slowly coming back through center. Giving yourself a moment to realign your hips, your spine. Taking any movement or motion your body needs. Then moving over onto the other side, towards your right side. And taking that same variation here that you took on the other side. And then finding that space where you can release. Full deep breath in. And a big sigh out. One more breath here. A deep breath in and out. Slowly coming onto your back, coming back through center. Taking any movements to readjust your hip, spine, or any final movements you might need before your final shavasana, your final relaxation. When you're ready, letting your legs extend out long, arms out by your side, or any other position where you can be most comfortable, where you can completely let go. And once you're in that space, taking one more releasing breath. Full deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Allowing everything to go. slowly coming back into your breath, into your body, into this time and space. Allowing each breath to fill you with life, energy, and movement to your fingers and toes, your arms and legs, to your head and neck. And slowly rolling over onto your side and pausing there for one deep clearing breath. Full deep breath in. And a sigh out. Eventually making your way up to sit. And thank you all so much for sharing your time, space, and energy with me this morning. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.